Hello traders out there in Traderland, and welcome to the weekend edition. Good through Sunday, February 3rd, 2013. Alright, Friday the markets ended very bullish. The S&P up 1%, same for the Dow. NASDAQ up 1.2%, Russell's up 1%. Really nice pop here. Dow up over 14,000. S&P remains over 1,500. Banks did exceptionally well, up 2.7%. VIX down a staggering 9.66%. Right here we are now below 13 yet again. Gold up, silver up, and crude oil up. US dollar down. And transportation index up almost a full percent. Utilities up again 0.11%. And then the volatility index on the Russells, small caps down 5.6%. So check this out. Taking a look here at the S&P daily, we have this nice channel heading northbound. We started this little pullback. What's interesting, we had a pivot candle here with a lower high, lower low. That could have been the catalyst to start a serious correction down and perhaps drifting back down to the 20-day moving average. You can see the 20-day moving average likes to get tagged quite a bit. We haven't touched the 20-day moving average since the end of December. So all of January and February so far has been quite a, it's really been on quite the tear here, but we're at a resistance point yet again. We've been looking at this line for some time. Resistance, 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 resistance. We come over resistance, and that's where we're at right now. Taking a look here at the weekly chart. This is problematic. Major resistance, major resistance, major resistance. We're right here. Now, if I were to make this chart a line chart, and blow this up a little bit, you can see that we're poking our head up over that resistance point. Oh, you know what? I see that we're not touching right here. Let me make sure that this is just where I would want it. I am very particular how my trend lines get drawn. And oh, no, that is big time problematic. So I did that on the fly, and I'm not going to edit that out. I wanted you to see me do that. Resistance, resistance, major, major resistance. Gang, that's problems. Especially here, look at the leg that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row heading northbound. Usually you'll get an extended leg 5 to 6 bars before a reversal, and we're at resistance. And if you look at the two blue lines, you can see that they are converging together, which puts us in a bearish formation. A lot of undereducated investors right now are pouring money into the markets at this moment because of what they're seeing in the news, and I'm telling you now, that is a wrong decision. We have to see if we can break out of this. So anyway, let's see what happens, and let's look at the monthly. The monthly's not looking too bad at all. Higher high, higher low. Little candlestick yet, but we need to, I'd like to see this rally. If we can rally, we could we got a long ways to go yet. So, and let's take a look at NASDAQ. A lot of you guys are playing technology stocks. Nice little pop here over resistance point on the monthly. On the weekly here, we're just continuing this run to the upside, but check out this resistance point we're at right now. This teal line coming across is this here, and that's that 3183 area, and that's precisely where we're at. So a resistance on the weekly. Weeklies are in significant trouble, gang. So here's the daily high base pop. Now, because of the resistance we're at on the weekly, you can get a pop and drop. These pop and drops are called false breakouts, fake breakouts, or head fakes. This is the VIX, volatility index. Big gap down on Friday on the daily, heading down below the moving averages yet again here on the weekly chart. Down, 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 down. We had an initial pop, but we've since pulled back down. A lot of indecision here in the markets on the monthly side of things. Down here in very, very low territory on the VIX. Take a look at gold on the monthly, a beautiful bull pullback on the monthly chart, but we're just getting started here on the month. But gold, if it starts to rally, might be an entry. But let's look at weekly first. Weekly, I don't like that we closed last week below, and this week we still couldn't get above this trend line. So that could be a problem. But this is only touching one area right here. So I may take this big trend line. Again, I'm doing this one on the fly. Bringing it to here. So now I have two major areas. Back here in 2008. Rally back up here, hitting these lows in 2012. Breaking support. Now support is acting as resistance. I like that line better. However, we do have a bull flag taking place here. I'm going to get a little geeky on you and do a Fibonacci retracement on this. And yeah, we're above the 61.8. So with that, we could get a breakout, but we got a lot of resistance up here above. Let's see what the daily's doing. Daily, we're in this triangle, just chopped around inside the moving averages. It can get very turbulent inside the moving averages, so let's wait for a breakout of that trend line before we start entering gold. Take a look at silver. Same thing within the moving averages. We need to break out or a breakdown on the weekly on silver. Beautiful bull flag. Look for a breakout. So commodities are set up to make a big run if we can get a breakout. Google is just on fire. It did break over a trend line on the weekly chart. Not too bad on the daily. High base breakout on volume. Very nice. Let's take a look at Apple. A little pop base. It's doing a whole lot of nothing right now on the weekly chart. It's just drop. A lot of people are thinking about buying at these lows right now. So I would be a little more comfortable if we could drop down to this support level, 1420s. If we could get down here a little bit lower, that might give us some good opportunities. And Facebook, what's weekly is giving us a very choppy few weeks, but it's a high base formation looking for a breakout over $33. And let's see what the daily looks like. Yeah, but I'm now sub 20 day moving average, 20 period moving average. And so that's it. If you want, you know what, I'll show it to you here. Carolina does, she pulls out these high runners on our bull picks. So we have stock picks that we do each week, and it's a big list of the bull stocks, and those are those that are fundamentally very, very solid, and then those that on our bear list, which are fundamentally very weak. And this last week, here's some that performed over 5% on our bull list. Had a very, very good week on these. And then on our bear list, GD dropped quite a bit. Really good trades there. And there's many other trades, but just highlighting some. If you want to do the V newsletter, it's called the Stock Picks V newsletter. Once a week we do a V newsletter, video-based newsletter. Use the promo code the number 2 weeks, and that will give you 2 weeks free. Just sign up for the monthly, and when you sign up for the monthly, you'll put in your name and credit card and everything, but you get 2 weeks free. See if you like it. It's a great thing. We do a lot of work to put this together, and if you want to trade alongside us, you have that benefit. So take care, and thanks for sharing us with your friends and trading communities. We appreciate that sincerely. We'll talk to you next time.